welcome back, y'all. Welcome back to High Talk, Real Talk, where the topics burn faster than your spliff. I am your boy, Mad Trini, alongside my co-host.
What? No jabs? Okay.
Nothing. Oh, I don't want no smoke. I don't want no smoke. I don't want no smoke. This hurricane coming. You know what I mean?
Uh-uh.
At
What's up,
this
y'all?
part,
It's your girl Empress Davy, and we doing something a little different today because we are prepping for Hurricane Milton. So we trying to bring you to a little different scenery. Um,
we trying to stay safe. We ain't trying
that
to die
part.
for y'all. That's what it is. We
What
ain't
happened?
trying to die for y'all.
We ain't dying no way. But anywho, sir, thank you for joining us. We hope everybody's been safe. I hope everybody's prepped and ready to go for this hurricane. It's just a waiting game at this point. If you're located in Florida, our prayers are with y'all. Um, so yeah,
Stay safe.
yeah, stay safe. Don't be stupid. Don't be listening to them dumb people. Oh yeah, it's just a tropical storm. No, it's a hurricane. Let's
Category 5 at that.
at that. So better safe than sorry. So yeah, so we decided that we wanted to still bring it to you guys how it is, but in our respective homes. So here we are.
Yep.
So I don't know what our topic is of today. However, I have a little story time to tell y'all about how warped our dating world is. So guys,
I'm so curious about this.
listen, when I tell you, I told you, you're gonna just be like, what the all right. So I don't know if y'all know, but Facebook has a dating option. So there's a Facebook dating like site.
Mhm.
I didn't know that. But okay,
There
go
it
Yeah.
ahead.
is.
So I'm always skeptical about dating apps because I am real old school. I prefer to meet somebody in person, but nowadays you try a little something different. My last relationship, I met that person on a dating app. So, thought why not give it a try? I've never tried Facebook dating, so this is something new to me. So, any hooser, so I matched with a gentleman. Now, I'm the type of persons I don't give my real phone number off rip. Y'all get a Google number. So if y'all feel like y'all not special until you get the real number. Um, cause I got some of y'all crazy out there. There's a lot of craze out there. But anywho, gave this person, we talked a little bit on, the messaging portion of this dating app or whatever. Exchange, I gave my business number, which is my Google number. And so, we was texting, everything seemed kosher, getting to know each other, whatever, whatever. So then that particular person was like, oh, well, I want to call you. All right, cool, no problem. Put a voice to a face. Cool. We talked. We got to know each other a little bit. Everything seemed like, the vibe was there, whatever, whatever. Now, I'm funny in a way. I don't like you calling me baby, babe, all of that off rip. I'm not your baby. I'm not your babe. We don't go together. Save that for when we in a relationship, right? So everything was this man, oh babe, baby, you're so beautiful, this, that, and the third. Cool, thanks. Appreciate that. So, like I said, we had like a half an hour conversation. Vibe was cool. We got off the phone, still texting each other. All right, no problem. We made plans to go out the next day. He's like, "Oh, I like to go to this one little dive bar. It's in the cut, whatever. They got pool tables or whatever." So I said, "All right, cool," because I first dates are always in public. I don't know you. You could be a serial killer, sex traffic. I ain't with it. So I agree. So the conversation went something like, "Well, I like to pregame. So, like I don't know what you like to drink, so bring your own bottle, whatever. So I'm like, all right, cool. Hold on, we can get to the face. Hold on, there's more. So I'm cool with that, right? Because I'm not gonna be drinking off nobody else's liquor. I don't know what you put in there. My bottle is sealed. It came with me. Cool, no worries. So I said, all right, I'm gonna cop a little bottle for myself, whatever. Now the next morning, we talking. He's like, yeah, what time is good for you? We setting plans. That was the morning after. A couple hours in the afternoon now, a couple hours later, I get a text. Oh, babe, I need a favor. Mind you, it ain't been 24 hours since we spoke, since I met you. Cool. I said, okay, what's up? Mind you, okay, hold on. I'm all over the place with this story. Mind you, the day we spoke, I asked homie what he do for a living. He's like, oh well, I was a Green Beret in the Army. And when I came out of the Army, I was looking for investments, and I found an investor who does like home renovations and builds new homes, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, oh, that's pretty dope. You know what I mean? Like, there's money to be made in Florida because obviously we are forever growing. So he was like, yeah, like, man, I made mad money. All right, cool. So now the next day, the favor was, y'all ready? The favor was, and sorry, I got to backtrack one more time. We were talking about dogs. Y'all know I'm a dog mama. So he was like, yeah, I have a dog too. He got a big old, I forget what the dog breed was, but he was like, yeah, I had to leave my dog with my dad. So he talking about he got 2 condos, both of them are downtown Orlando, blah, blah, blah. If you know anything about downtown, them apartments, condos, whatever, guap, they cost money. Now the next day, back to the favor now. He's like, oh, can I borrow $20 to $30? My account is frozen, and the senior assistant living place just called, and they taking my dad to the hospital. I just need gas to get there. So I work in accounting. His math wasn't mathing.
It's not all right. So
He's a scammer.
let me give my male point of view on this, right?
I wasn't done yet, but go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. Let me listen to him. Let me go ahead. Because I'm ready to go on his ass already. But go ahead.
Yeah. So I'm like, nah, bro. I didn't even meet you face to face yet. We didn't even have a video chat yet. Like, I literally spoke to you for half an hour on the phone. We texted, whatever. I was like, man, I'm sorry. I literally just paid my mortgage. This was the 3rd. So I had to look at the date. This is how bad it was. I had to look at the date to see if my lie was actually going to be true, right? So I was like, man, I just got paid and I had to pay my mortgage. Like, that kind of ate up most of my money. Homeboy threw a whole tantrum talking about, but I thought you said you was going to buy a bottle. So how does that make sense? I said, well, I never said I was going to buy a bottle. I have bottles at home. Hello, I'm a bartender. My bar stopped. So he was like, oh, okay. So I was like, he was like, oh, so you're not going to bring it no more? First of all, where am I bringing it to? Because if we go into a dive bar, they got liquor there. No. So I said all that. And then a couple hours passed. He calling my phone. I'm in a meeting for work. So I rejected his call. He called right back. So I text him. I'm like, yo, I'm in a meeting. What's the problem? Oh, I'm just checking on you. Okay, cool. Thanks. I'm cool. Thanks. So I followed my gut feeling. I said, yeah, I ain't going nowhere because this sounds like a trap. So I texted him back and I flipped his own line on him. I said, yo, they just called me. I got to go to the hospital. They took my mom to the hospital, whatever. I'm her power of attorney, so I ain't going to be able to make it. Homeboy went in. Oh, I peeped your game. I peeped your vibe from the beginning that you talk a lot of that and can't back it up. Talking about a whole bunch of call me out my name, talking about, oh, you old broke bitch, you don't even have $20 to lend nobody, all this and that, and then proceeds to send me a picture of him and a white girl talking about, oh, I'm already with my number one pick. You lost. White girls do it better anyways. That's my story. You can tell me, say what you got to say now.
I'm gonna just say real quick, as somebody who has used dating apps in the past, that's bar for bar scammer. That's what they do. That's
Oh, yeah.
especially on them dating apps. Like that's how they move. They try to flip the whole like, oh, I need this. Oh, you can't help me, and then they start treating you like crap. Yeah, nah, that's yeah. And it's crazy how he'll say, "Oh yeah, you broke in this," but like, why you're the one asking me for the money? What are we talking about? What if you're asking me for money and you're calling me broke because I don't want to give you my money? Okay, right.
But remember, sorry guys, remember, he talking about he got 2 condos downtown and he made guap from. Sorry, yo, hold on.
Ooh, you get both.
You get both. He talking about he got money and this, that he made a lot of money with the housing. So I'm like, you calling me broke? First of all, I'm not old, baby. I'm fine. Second of all, I'm broke because I won't lend you $20 to $30. Who the broke one that begged for the money?
Uh-huh.
Go ahead, Daryl. I see it. Go ahead.
All right, so do we just ignore red flags? Like what? He basically, all right. No grown man, right? First of all, no grown man on a first date should be talking to you about pre-gaming. Period. 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 That's one. Two, even if he decides to pre-game, that don't got shit to do with you. Okay? Him asking you to get liquor so he could pre-game and then you could pre-game tells you he's broke.
Right.
That's it. That right there just tells you he's broke. That's one. Two, no grown man that really has some kind of financial stability talks about his financial stability.
Period.
You feel me? I would never meet a female for the first time and be like, yo, I own this and I got this and I got this. Matter of fact, I might do the complete opposite.
I'm broke.
I'm coming to you with me and my personality, and I might make you think I don't got shit.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So any man that tries to throw it out there, there's two of them out there. There's two different kind of guys out there because there is men that throw it out there. However, there's two kind of men that throw it out there. There's a men that throw it out there that have it, and there's a men that throw it out there and don't have it. Within the first week, you'll be able to determine which one you got.
He ain't even make it to a day.
However, I also say this. If I don't know you, you shouldn't be asking me for nothing.
Period.
You feel me? If a mirror calls me now or somebody that I know or somebody I fuck with calls me, I got you. If I got it, you got it. You feel me? But if I just met you, or shorty, if I just met you, don't ask me for a thing because I can go out on a date with you and tell you I ain't got it and see one of my sisters walk by and be like, yo, I forgot my wallet at home. I'll pay for their bill in front of you and then still tell you I ain't got it.
And I want to touch on your post about that. We're going to come back to that.
You know what I mean? But yeah, yo, dude was a clown. He was a stunting clown. He ain't got shit. Like, my whole thing is I don't even understand how they catch people scamming like that. Because at the end of the day, if you tell me you own 2 condos anywhere,
I'm not giving you no money.
I'd rather you call me and say, yo, listen, I was about to go make a payment. I need to try to get a hold of $1,000 real quick. I'll believe that because nobody that owns 2 condos can't find $20 for gas.
I started laughing. I told my homegirl about it, and she was like, "Yo, send me his pictures and all his info, because if you're not gonna post it, I'm gonna post it." But I was like, I sat there and I was like, "Yo, you really tried your life, like, bruh."
You need to do that. You need to do that. You need to post him, post pictures of him, post y'all conversation. You need to post that because
There
he's
are
gonna try that with another
groups.
female.
There are groups on Facebook which I'm a part of because I love watching
Like,
drama
are we
unfold.
dating the same guy?
Yeah,
Kind of.
yeah.
I'm
They
in
have
there
some, like,
too.
they have some red flag groups too, like, oh, beware of this guy. Like, and I mean, obviously, Daryl, you're not in any of these groups, but I'm telling you,
I know
I
these
that.
groups
am,
are the most intense group.
girl.
Like,
I
the
had to
tea that
turn
is
off
in
the
these,
notification on him.
yo, they're insane. Like, some of these girls will be like, yeah, they'll post a picture of a guy and they'll be like, just made him on a dating app, any red flags? And then they'll be like, in the comments, you'll go down and be like, I'm his wife
40,
and I have
50
kids.
be like, yeah, this one tried this and this one.
Yup,
But
it's crazy.
it just caught me off guard because I was telling my homeboy about it, and he was like, first of all, no grown ass man is ever gonna fix his mouth to ask a woman for no money.
Okay, so let me clarify that too, right? You know the people in your circle.
Correct.
Like, I know certain people that I can give money to, and I know I'm not gonna get it back. And to be
Mm-hmm.
honest, I still fuck with those certain people. Me, I'm a type of person like I'm gonna accept you for who you are.
Yeah.
Just treat you accordingly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if I know if I know you're struggling to pay your bills 24/7 and you going through a hard time and you come to me and say, yo, D, can I borrow $500? If I fuck with you, I'm gonna give it to you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But if I know I ain't gonna get it back, I'm gonna scratch that off. I might tell you, like, all right, just shoot it to me when you can. But I'm gonna scratch that off.
So I was taught a lesson a long time ago that don't lend something that you're not willing to lose, because chances are you ain't never gonna get it back.
No, that see the second part of that is where I don't agree. The second part of that is where I don't agree. Right? I'd rather you tell me, like, listen, I ain't gonna be able to pay you back. You feel me? Or come
Mm-hmm.
be like, listen, it got bad. I need a little time.
Mm-hmm.
Communication, communication is everything.
Absolutely.
Communication is everything. Don't have me sitting here for 4 months. Like, yo, you supposed to hit me up 4 months ago because now our friendship is gonna get diminished. You feel me? As long as I lend you the money and you hit me up like, yo, such and such came up. I need another 2 weeks, but I got you. Cool. I respect you for that because that shows me that you respect me.
Exactly. Exactly.
Uh,
And that's my thing. Like, I've always had a soft heart. I'm hardcore, but I got a soft heart for the people that I care about.
That's the
If
part.
if
That's the
if
part.
like you said, if I fucks with you and you call me and you in a bind and I can help, if I can help without putting myself out, I will do the best that I can. Cause I've been burned by a lot of people that I trusted that called me on some on some GP, like, yo, for real, I just need to hold something. If I could do it, I'm gonna do it. But I sat there and I'm like, homie, we ain't never met in person. I don't know you. I don't know nothing about you. I don't even know your last name. I don't know nothing about you. For you to even fix your face, scammer or not, for you to like fix your mouth to be at, and then want to turn around and flip it. Like, I started laughing because I'm like, yo, good thing that I'm the type of person that I have real good self-esteem, because some of the shit that came out of his mouth afterwards, I could see a person with low self-esteem taking that to heart. But I was laughing because I'm like, you asked me to borrow money and then turn around and call me broke?
But question though, what scamming are you really doing if you're trying to get $20?
You must be scamming multiples. Either,
$20?
his wife said, he was
Yeah, I'm about to
asking.
say that's how they do it. They do small amounts because it's more realistic. Because if someone's like, I need 150, like someone's more willing to send $20 than like $150. So they'll do that, but they'll have like hundreds of other girls that they're doing that to the two at the same time. So
Exactly.
$20 from 5 people, you got $100. So I mean,
Basically.
That's still nothing. Like you're going through a whole conversation. You're meeting somebody. I don't give a if it's 10 people. Unless you meet 10 people an hour. Like my guy, like what are you really doing?
Yo, I was so bugged by it, not in a bad way. I just had to be like, I sat there and just shook my head. I called my wife and I told her, I was like, yo, bruh, you gotta, like, I'll tell anybody that listen, because guess what? I don't owe you nothing. I don't owe you shit.
Send me this
period.
picture.
I will.
Listen, dating apps,
Hey,
there
send
is
it.
a huge, recently, I can say, there's been a huge decline in dating apps. Like, just like in general, statistically, like people are stopping the use of dating apps because of stuff like this, because of
Mhm.
instances like this. It's horrible. And also not just that, but like you're swiping, the value of like the person. Like you could be swiping and then swiping and swiping. You don't really take in the people that you're actually seeing. You kind of just see pictures. You're like, nope, and just keep going. Like
It's
that's
the
not.
truth.
Yeah, it's not a productive way of dating.
At all. At all. At all. That's why a lot of people in Orlando have met each other because of me. Because I'm the type of person, I don't care who you are. If you in my presence, we gonna talk. You hear me? Like I'ma just bluntly, I'ma talk to you because at the end of the day, you're a human.
Right.
People just act like we can't talk to people no more. Like, why it gotta be hostility if it's a dude, if it's a female? Just talk. Yo, what's up? Good afternoon. How you doing? How's your day? Like a conversation, bro. Like, it ain't rocket science. There's a lot of events, there's a lot of stuff that go on in Orlando, Florida, to where we can go and meet people and have conversations.
Not even in Orlando by itself. Anywhere you go,
Anywhere.
like,
Anywhere.
I don't like people, but I'm a social butterfly when I get into my moods, right? For instance, we just took a flight. We went out of the country. My homegirl, I ain't gonna mention her name. She met somebody on the plane. They was chopping it up, whatever, whatever. Um, I said that to say like we can meet people anywhere we go,
Anywhere. Anywhere. And
anywhere.
that's why I said I would never go nowhere and be bored. Like we went Uber Soca cruise, everybody on my floor knew me. You hear me? Everybody on that motherfucking row knew who I was. You know what I mean? Not because I'm like, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna enjoy myself. Like we don't like just talk, conversation, just talk. That's it. Just talk. That's it.
That's what I'm saying. Like it ain't even got. But like I said, I had success of a number of years with the person that I met, and when I met this particular person, I was the same way. I'm skeptical about you. Let's meet in person. Let's see how our vibe. Cool. We had a phone conversation a couple times, whatever. But let's meet in person and vibe and see if the vibe is still the same. Because who I am on the phone could be a total different person in person. We vibed, we connected, we cool, we dated, didn't work out. All right, cool. But I said, all right, let me try it again. Let me just see what's out there. Because I'm on the fence if I really want to date or if I like talking to people.
Live life. Live life. Live life.
So, but the crazy part is with this particular person, like a weaker person to be like, yo, I'm done. I ain't gonna give nobody else the time of day because this one particular person just sit up for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo.
That's the problem. Like, there's no need to be. You don't gotta look for it. So, question. Let me ask you this question, right? Because
Yeah.
it happened just Saturday at Pepper Seed.
Okay.
Why is it that especially I'm not even gonna say everybody, I'm gonna say more of the younger, like high 20s, early 30s. Why is it that a compliment from a male
Mm-hmm.
makes females feel like I like you want
You
them?
want them. So
Whatever happened to just accepting a compliment?
it because of the world that we live in now and the way people are, We actually talked about this last night. People don't just take compliments without wanting more. Like people, men in particular, sorry to say, will compliment a female, and if a female says okay thank you and goes about her business, then she gets called all kinds of names outside of her name, because it's like, oh,
Okay.
I just made you a compliment, so you just gonna ignore me? That's how you gonna be? So, oh, and then it turns into, oh well, you an ugly bitch anyway, but two
Okay.
seconds ago I was beautiful.
I can understand that defense. From
Okay.
that standpoint, I can understand. But you know
Okay.
me. You
Right.
know me, right? If I'm going through a party and I see you attractive, I'm enjoying myself. You know what I mean? So I might look and say, damn, baby, you beautiful. And just keep it moving. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? I'm not turning around to get no other reaction. I just keep it moving. You feel
Mm-hmm.
me? So, because it's just a compliment. Like, or if I see that you could dance, damn, you have a, like, anything, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Why is it that you feel like, because I told, just like how I just told you, I told Shorty that Saturday was Pepper Seed.
Mm-hmm.
I told Shorty
Mm-hmm.
that Saturday at Pepper Seed. She did not leave me. Like, we went to the next room. She came right there by the next room and she wouldn't leave. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? You know what I mean? 'Cause nothing, like, I didn't touch you on your waist. I didn't grab your hand. Like, nothing I did was, you know what I mean? I just said, you're beautiful. Because she was beautiful.
I I think it's the mentality and the maturity. Like, I don't think, because even when you had game night and that one particular person just kept stopping in mid track, it was like, damn, yo, you really are beautiful. It's like I told you, I was like, yo, that made me feel good, but I wasn't thinking no way like, oh shoot, before he leave, let me get his number, let's exchange. Nothing like that.
And that's how it, but that's what I'm saying. Even you said, you was like, oh, I'm not telling you to stop. Like, you was encouraging it because it feels good for somebody to acknowledge you and see you in that manner. So it feels good, and that's what it's supposed to do. You know,
Right.
but
Right.
somebody like me that would just give out a compliment and nothing behind it, like, I'm just telling you, like, you look good. You know what I mean? Even after you didn't leave my side, you were still a beautiful chick. I'm just not out here looking for nobody.
So I think that's what it is the fact that people use that as a pickup line, right? It's no longer compliments no more, because there's more attached to a compliment nowadays, I think.
Right, but you have to
So
stick around for that though. You feel me? Like, you have to stick around for that.
it's maturity. It's
Because
maturity.
I'm gonna just say that and just keep it pushing, because I'm not saying that to try to. I don't want to dance with you. Like, I'm just saying that because you're beautiful.
Yeah.
That's yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want you. I don't want to dance with you. I don't want to buy you a drink. I don't even want to get to know you. I'm just telling you.
But it's just paying you a compliment and keep it moving.
That's it.
But
That's it.
this dating scene, this all of it, I don't even know what to call it. This whole mess, this cesspool has messed it up for that. Like, you can't just pay me a compliment and think, all right, it ends right there. And again, I do think that that comes with maturity, because I've had guys tell me, why can't I pay a female a compliment without her being like, with the screw face, like, ew, I'm
Yeah.
not interested. Boo. All he's telling you is you look nice, or your outfit look nice, or you look cute. That's it. You
That's
can't
it.
be disrespectful.
Oh my God, like, that is crazy.
It's the mindset. It's the
I never
mindset. It's
been complimenting somebody. Like, that sounds crazy.
and then
That's
for people like me, where it's like, yo, like, tell me I'm beautiful. I'm cool. I'm cool with that. That don't mean I'm gonna take you home tonight. But
you
again,
know.
also some men, and I want to say men because usually females will tell a man he look good, but that they use that as an entranceway, right?
Mm-hmm.
And some men, I guess, ruined it for the men who just want to pay you a compliment and keep it moving. Some men pay you a compliment, and like I said, they want to hit, they want to get with you, they want to see how far they can take it. And then when the girl kind of like shrugs him off, he doesn't take no for an answer. He keeps being persistent, and then it turns into a bigger problem.
Right.
All right.
Let me talk my mess. Right.
Talk your mess, girl.
I'm back now. I don't know
So
what you're talking about. I just
let me
came in.
tell you. Let me tell you how I slightly blame that on females, right?
Okay.
And I'm gonna explain why. Because
Okay. I'm listening.
I don't personally I don't find myself the most attractive dude, the most none of that, right? However, as a man,
Mm-hmm.
females allow men to do things to them depending on the man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So a female will flip on one dude that she's not interested in for doing something, and that another dude would do the same exact thing, but she might turn around and be like, "Oh, this is fine," and
Mm-hmm.
pay no attention.
Mm-hmm. And
You
we've
know what I
talked
mean?
about this before. We've had this same exact conversation before.
So if you, at the end of the day, if you stand on business as business, it wouldn't happen as much. You know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
if a nigga could just be fine and treat you like shit, well, then you don't mean that. You just mean like, hey, if you're gonna treat me like shit, at least you gotta look better. Like, but that's what it is, though. Like, we be hating to talk about real situations, but a lot
Right.
of just be out here like that. You know what I mean? Like, you have a whole list of a man that you want, but the you with right now don't meet half of
Don't
that list.
fit half of them. Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
So how the fuck you got this list? How did this get here? How is this on your couch not working? If the first thing on your list is that he got to have a job.
There's a lot of females, they believe in compromising, but you don't compromise the priorities on your list.
I'm about to say, yeah, a lot of girls, a lot of ladies out here, especially in these day and ages, they'll ask for, and I think I talked about this a while ago, but people will ask for basic things, and this is not even just women, it's men too. We'll just ask for basic things like have a job, know how to wipe your ass,
Yeah.
just basic stuff. And then there'll be people out there who's like, man, you asking for too much. You so entitled. You so like and don't even get me started. You know how many times I'll be on the internet just scrolling, living my life, and most of my For You pages I curated to be able to just send me motivational videos and all upbeat, positive stuff. And every so often I'll see like this video clip of like a man talking about, man, you females are asking for too much. You want me to be the breadwinner, but then, you know, you girls want me to also be able to come home and show you attention. Like, you want me to be making money. That's what I'm gonna do. You asking for too much and I'm just sitting there, I'm just like, yo, other like people don't fit, like that's not an issue. That's not a real issue. Like that's not real.
But listen, though, listen to how simple it is, right? If on your list is a provider, he should be able to provide. You understand? So if you hear how this dude is talking, obviously this dude is not for you.
Right.
You know?
Obviously.
But we don't operate like that. You know, we could see a dude that we know is not for us, or a female that's not for us,
And still pursue it.
But
Same for men. Same for men. Because there's been a lot of dudes who I have, not a lot of dudes. I'll probably say like there's this one instance with this one dude. Went on a date with him. He's like, man, I'm done with these insta baddies and this and that. I want a girl who's at home, who's gonna do this, who's gonna do that. And then he's like sending me like, we obviously it didn't work out, but he was like telling me, he was like, yeah, I used to date all these Instagram baddie girls and like none of them wanted to be like a real woman and settle down. I'm just sitting there, I'm just like, bro, what are you talking about? Like, he was complaining to me about how his past relationship, how she didn't want to dress more conservatively or how she didn't want to do this. And I'm like, you knew who you were dating when you got in a relationship. Like, what are you talking about? When you chose to date her and you see these pictures, and it goes both ways. When you chose to date her and you see these pictures, then why don't you?
I'm not talking about a specific gender. Don't get me twisted.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, both. That's what I'm saying. It's like, it's just like, yo, like, you see these pictures. They're obviously saying, like,
You're
I want to do this. I want to do that.
attracted to that.
Right. Oh, goodness.
So the problem I feel, I don't know.
Yeah, he fine. He'll pop back in.
So I think the problem is that we have expectations as human beings to want to change another human being.
Yeah,
So
that's exactly what it is.
people go into these things with an insta baddie. You know she dressed the way she dressed, right? But yet you want a homebody, you want a humble person. I'm not saying that insta baddie is not humble,
Because
but
yeah, there are many humble insta baddies. I see
yeah,
some of them be cooking. I be seeing them.
but you see them dressed how they dress on Instagram, and you was attracted to that. But now in your mind, you want to change that person. You already have it set in your brain that, okay, I'm a wife her, but she got to be XYZ, not what you were attracted to in the beginning, right? Because in the
Right.
beginning you saw the half naked pictures. Now
Now,
you want to be dressing like I'm going
yeah,
to church every day. We can't
how,
set out
you
to
know,
change nobody.
right. How he explained it to me, his logic, his
Uh-huh.
logic was when you're in a relationship, you need to be able to respect your boyfriend, and you're disrespectful if you go out dressing like that because it's like you're still trying to attract people because you use those clothes to attract me, so you're gonna use those clothes to attract other people. And I was just like, I mean, if you chose to date this person, then like you obviously like, what do you? I'm confused on what you like. You
What did
just
you
expected
expect to
them
get?
just to do a 360? Like,
Right.
I'm
Like,
so confused.
the problem, like I said, people set out to change people. I used to always say, I'm not out to change nobody. If I could add to you, if I can, I'm not trying to change you, but if you feel like you want to change as a person, that's on you. It's not going to be because of me. However, if I can influence you in any kind of way to better yourself, cool. But that's not my goal. You
Right?
are who you are. And
Right?
my decision is I accept it or I don't.
Because my biggest pet peeve is when girls are always just like, I can fix him, I can change him. I know he's a bum, but like I can make him. Girl, shut up, please. You know that's not gonna happen. It's the own person's motivation, not you. You can try to do what you want, but it's that own person drive for life that's gonna be the thing that makes them
She
better.
wants to change because of you, then that's still their decision. That ain't
Can
got
we
shit to do with you.
can we call it what it is? Because can we call it what it is? Human beings can't tell a difference between lust and love.
Period. No tampon.
That's all it is.
True.
That's all it is. That's all it is. If we was to just have sex with our sexual attractions and leave it at that and move on when we get like keep the relationship different, call it what it is. It's lust. You want to have sex. That's what it is. You want to have sexual relations. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Nothing else brought you to this female or nothing else brought you to this dude. Nothing else made you fuck him on
But
the first
sexual
night,
attraction.
on the first night besides that lust.
Yeah.
But the problem is that a lot of lust relationships start, feelings grow because of the sex, and then you say you're in a relationship.
Yeah.
And
And then
now
wonder why it don't work out.
once you're in a relationship, now you want to try to make relationship work. Now you want to start talking about relationship shit because you're okay with the sex.
Yeah.
But now you're okay with the sex. Let me try to make this relationship work. And now you realize you were the whole alien.
So I don't know. Do y'all watch Love is Blind?
I
No.
have seen clips of it. My mom watches it religiously.
Me too. Me too.
So
This is another reason why her and I
What
get
channel
along.
is it on?
Huh?
What channel is it on? I mean, what
It's
app?
on Hulu. I don't know. It's on now.
they have it on Netflix. I think
It's on
it's on Netflix. It's on streaming services. It's on streaming services.
Yeah.
Love is Blind.
Yeah. So basically, what it is it's like 10 people, 10 females, 10 males. They've
Mm-hmm.
never seen each other. They go off of personality. So they have these pods, right? Where they the first couple of dates, they date everybody. Because obviously you don't know who you're meeting. So you're getting to know these people, right? Then
Right.
as the days go by, as the episodes go by, they grow an attraction to a person not based on physical because they don't see each other until they're engaged.
And they feel each other.
Not
No, like so like how it is, they have like a screen so they
yeah,
can't
there's a screen
like there's like a divider so they can't see, but they can talk to the person and they can ask
right.
questions to get to know about them, and then they'll be able to choose who they want to get engaged with based off of who they click with the most without seeing the person.
You want to know something wild?
Mm.
This world would be such a happier place if we was to all operate like that.
That's why I brought it up, because it made me think like, yo, people nowadays date based off of physical attraction. I'm guilty of that.
Everybody does. It's
I've been
natural.
looking at people like, nah, next, nah.
Yeah.
Okay, you're kind of cute. Let me see your pictures. Let me see how you dress. Cause I like my roughneck, but I like my business. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be versatile for me. That's just what's attractive to me. So
Right.
I said all that to say that if we lived in a world where we based everything on personality, on how we mesh, our chemistry through conversations before we even look at pictures. Yes, I agree with you. This world would be different. There'd be a lot more happier couples.
Definitely. You know what's even crazier though? How many people, including yourself, right?
Mhm.
If you was to date somebody for a year, maybe 2 years, no physical touch, no physical, you don't even get to see this person, right?
Yeah.
And this dude is the dude of your dreams. Like he's taking care of you. You ain't never been this happy. 2 years later, y'all see each other, and he is the complete opposite of what you would ever date. Ever date. Like no physical, not a drop of physical attraction.
Mhm.
What are you doing?
So
See, yeah, that's happened on the show too,
Now,
which is funny.
mind you, you got to think about the buildup. Y'all have never touched each other. Y'all definitely spoke about it. Probably even had phone sex. You know what I mean? So the buildup right now is that y'all about to each other up, literally. You know what I mean?
right.
2 years in, y'all about to get it in. Y'all about to see each other for the first time. The
Yeah.
sweets, it's about to go down. You see him, and you want to throw up.
I don't know. Because it's real vain, but I also have to be, that's personality and all that aside, I also have to be physically attracted to you.
All right. So the reason why I asked you that, right, is because we have to be just as truthful with ourselves as you just been right there. You have to be just as truthful with yourself now. Yeah, we being real superficial by just swiping motherfuckers, but the reason why it's effective is because in real life, if they didn't look a certain way, they wouldn't have an option.
Nah. And the crazy thing is two things actually. I thought about going on that show, and then I'm like, yo, what if that happens? Because at the point that you're meeting in face to face and you're finally seeing what this person looks like, you're engaged. It's
You see
real
what I'm saying?
deal, right? So I'm sitting there like, can I really roll with that?
Man, I
This
couldn't
is
go on that show because then next thing you know, the person look at me and they're just like, "Oh God, I'm not attracted to you."
It can happen, right?
that happened too. Then you have to be real with yourself from jump. So now, is somebody treating you like a queen really what matters to you? Because a lot of females, every female, not even a lot, damn near every female will say yes.
Mm-hmm.
But if that man
Lying.
looked like throw up to you, is that still what matters to you?
You
But
know,
that's another thing that I say. Like I look at some of these guys and I'm like, yo, my person can be one of these guys that I'm scrolling left just based off of their looks. I'm not attracted to. I'll tell you, I'll be honest with you, and I've been honest with him. My ex, when I saw him in pictures, I was like, not really my cup of tea like that, right? He was attractive, but not what I would typically call my type.
Right.
When we met in person, I remember getting on the phone and I think I called Keisha and Michelle on three-way and was like, yo, he looked way better in person than he did in his pictures. And it was like, everything else, the whole rest of the package came along with it. And I was like, okay, I could work with this.
Listen.
right? I'm not a photogenic person. I've always been complimented. Like when people see me in real life, they're always just so astonished. Especially when I've gone on dates from like dating apps, like they'll be sitting there just like, "Oh my gosh, like your pictures don't do you justice at all." I'm like, "Hey man, I'm not
Right.
photogenic at all. I am just not photogenic."
But it's really a question. It's really a question. Like you said, do you like if
We got to be
this person
truthful with
never
ourselves.
met this person like face to face and he checked off every other box? What you doing?
You know
What
what? I'm
you
gonna
doing?
I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna tell y'all something, right? I'm gonna tell y'all something because I actually was in that exact predicament. Um, and this isn't one of my proudest moments. I actually regret this a lot. This isn't one of my proudest moments. However, I was dating a young man, fantastic. I mean, like this he just wasn't my type. He was just not my type at all. But because I am the person I am and how I just how I move, I am more I'm a person who's like, you know what? If your personality is like a 10 and you're just a great person, I'm a thug it out regardless. I'm a thug it out. And I'm gonna show you off regardless because like, yep, it's me and my ugly man, period. And I'm gonna still show it off because like I'm obviously I'm not gonna be like, oh my ugly man. But so then we were just dating. We weren't official or anything. We were still kind of just testing out the waters, but he was still very much so treating me fantastic. And then the last person that I got into a relationship, Mr. Crazy,
Mhm.
Mr. Crazy, yeah, he popped into my life. And at the time I was like, dang, you know what? I'm more attracted to him physically, as
Yeah.
well as we just had like other things in common too. I'm not just gonna go straight off of how he looked, but I was at an impasse because I was like, okay, I could stop dating this person, to
Mhm.
stop dating the person who treats me well to pursue the person who I am most attracted to, or I could just not entertain the person who I'm most attracted to and just decide to fully and just ask this dude, who the guy who's been treating me well, I can ask him, let's just go exclusive.
Right.
Um, I clearly did not make the right decision in that case. And honestly, I regret it. I regret that situation. I regret the decision. And obviously, it was a while. It was a few years ago. It was a few years ago. So I'm obviously more of a well-rounded person. A bitch reads books now. So I've gone to therapy. I've worked through those kinks. However, it is just a crazy concept because really, in my head, I was for this person. And then when I was presented with the other option, I made the superficial choice.
Mhm.
I made the
It
superficial
happens though, but I
choice.
also believe that everything happens for a reason, right? So
Damn, I wish that
whatever
reason
that
didn't
reason
happen
may
because
be,
it was horrible.
I hate that saying. I really do. Because
I know you do.
sometimes as humans, we're just dumb.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're just dumb. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
half of us, if we was really true to ourselves, like happiness ain't hard to find. If we're true to ourselves, you know what I mean? Like half of us want like something that we don't want. We tell ourselves we want something, but we don't. Like some of us don't want to say we want a nigga that got money because we don't want society to talk about it. Some of us don't want to say about, you know what I mean? Like, okay, if that's what you want, if you want a nigga to take care of you and you don't want to work, say it. Because there's
Stay
dudes
true
out
to that.
there,
Yeah,
there's
10
dudes out
toes
there that
down.
just want that kind of female.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That they can control and just break bread on, and yeah, there's dudes out there that want that, but we just not true to ourselves. Every female want to be like, I want a dude that's just gonna treat me like a queen. And okay, but if you had that dude and he didn't look how you wanted him to look, is that still what you gonna want?
Now, obviously, I'm more mature now, and that entire situation. Now, if I was presented with a similar situation, I already know hands down I'm going to choose the person who treats me the best because I have a sense of self worth, and I accept what is given to me, but I'm not gonna think that I was just stupid or any like I was just young, and there's a difference between being stupid and being young. In my head, at that time, I was making the right choice. And as a human, and this is what makes humans amazing, is the fact that we are the only creature on this planet that can be able to process things like this, that can make mistakes. Other animals don't make mistakes. If they make mistakes, they're dead because they're in the wild. They have to survive. Us, we
Mhm.
make mistakes and we can learn from them. We're actually allowed to grow from mistakes that we've learned. We're actually allowed to develop into better people, which is not no one else really can do that except for humans. It's a human experience. So
Mhm.
I'm never gonna shame myself for my past and the things that I wish or the ideas I wish I didn't make in the past. However, I am going to acknowledge them and make sure I don't repeat said mistakes. Because then if I do repeat said mistakes after acknowledging them, then at that point, I'm willingly being stupid.
Absolutely. At that point, it's a decision. You've made the decision.
Right.
To do said thing.
Yeah, I think a lot of us make that dumb decision. Like that decision changes when you start getting older and your wants still like they change. When you want to be home and cuddled up and booed up, when you want that, your wants change. You know what I mean? When you young, you want a little trophy. You want something that's, you know what I mean, somebody that's gonna be hype in the bedroom. You know what I mean? Like you want different stuff at different ages of your life. It's just
it's true. Like, it's funny because I have a friend who was like, "Oh, you need to get with my cousin. He'll take care of you. Like he looking for somebody that's like a homebody. Like yo." And then I ain't gonna lie to you. When he sent me the picture, I was like, "No, mm-mm, mm-mm." And he's like, "Look at that." Now, and I told him about this particular individual. And he was like, "Oh, I bet you're going to give him a second chance, though, right? Because everybody deserves second chances, but you won't even give this poor MAGA boy the time of day." Because I said it. I was like, "Yo, he mad MAGA." Like, nah.
Right. Like we don't keep it a buck. Like for instance, let's say the same scenario, right?
Yeah.
You never no physical touch, you never seen each other. 2 years later, y'all see each other for the first time, and he's the finest nigga you ever seen in your life. Right? Y'all go to get busy, do what y'all doing, and you realize he's working about an inch. If that.
Small don't look hard.
So, question. What are you doing?
I've experienced it. Hold up. How do I turn this on?
She said experienced it. I'm talking about I said an inch, ma'am. Nobody can experience that.
Yes,
I'm telling you. I just told you I experienced
yes, you can. I've experienced it too.
It was okay. Listen.
Y'all heard how much I said?
I am telling you, I understand. You know those exist, right?
Yeah, they do.
They exist. Listen, and don't come off judgy because everybody is beautiful. Yes, it is possible. Yes.
Y'all talking. Can I ask a question? Yes. It's a little off the wiener topic. Right? But why is it right? Females, mostly females, because I'm not gonna say dudes do it as much because they don't be truthful when they do it. But females, right? Why is it they tell dudes the kind of dude they're looking for, and then be surprised when dudes put on an act?
Females do it too.
I'm about to say that's just a human thing. That's
right.
Yeah,
but
of course they're gonna be
half the time,
surprised. Like
dudes just be saying what they want.
They want to try to appeal to that individual instead of being true to themselves and finding somebody that fits that criteria. You think, again, we're going back to, you think you can change this person to be that what you're looking for.
Oh, all right. So what I'm saying is, like, when you go on a first date, a chick will be like, "Yeah, I'm looking for a man that wants a family, a man that likes to travel, a man that likes to cook, a man that," you know what I mean? Like, females literally do this on a first date, right?
Mm-hmm.
So once you tell a man, once you give a man a guideline, he's gonna go by that guideline.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And if you tell him that, he's gonna do that trying to impress you.
Yeah, that's him lying. I can't control if he lies. Like,
but this is all right. What y'all fail to realize is that it's natural. This is why submissive is so powerful, because that's what men do.
Women
Men are gonna
too.
Women do what?
Women conform also. They send their representative to what you just asked for. Like we said earlier, a man that saw an Instagram body and that's what he decided he wanted to wife up, and now you want to change her to be more humbly dressed and to be a homebody when you know she was popping bottles in her Instagram picture last week.
Yeah, but she's
gonna pretend to be that person to get your attention.
No,
not an Instagram body.
No.
They're not gonna
See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
They
That's
get money off
different
Instagram. That's
because half of those chicks let it be known that they about their paper. You know what I mean?
Right.
They after the bag and they not dealing with no dude that don't got a bag. You know what I
Right.
mean? So half of these dudes try to pretend like they got a bag
in
to
order
get.
to. Right.
You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you're pretending to be with her. She's being who she is. Well,
Yeah.
now that you're with her, you can't maintain what you did to get her. So now you want her to change. And no, that's not who she is. What I'm saying is a dude that you know damn well ain't looking for a family, but you sitting here telling him you want a family man, so he's gonna act like a family man. If acting like a family man gonna get him the draws, he's gonna act like a family man.
But
All I'm
this
saying
my
is
thing.
just
Like, how do you know? You have to think about. I mean, just from like a human, like a logical perspective, I do not know this person. If I'm going on a date with them, I'm listing out what I want, and then they start acting like it. How am I supposed to know that they were never about it?
because that's the whole purpose. You're not supposed to be telling the person you're with what you want until you decide to be with that person.
But how do I know if I want to be with them if they don't know
Because
anything?
that person is going to show you who that person is. And that's what makes it that decision. When he shows you who he is, you make that decision. But when you
But what
already
if he
give
shows
him,
you who he really is like 2-3 years down the line? You've already got time invested. And it happens. Because I always say somebody sends their representative.
it does happen. It does
Right.
happen. That's
Right.
that's going to happen regardless. All I'm saying is that you shouldn't be giving nobody a guideline on who to be to make you happy. Because there's a lot of people out there that will literally just pretend to be that person to get what they want.
So then when somebody asks you, well, what are you looking for? How do you respond to that?
Right.
I'm looking for somebody that's going to make me happy.
Okay.
Well, how do I make you happy? Like, what type of is that? Like, I'm sorry.
All right. So what makes you happy?
Right. You have to be a little bit more detailed. You can't just say that.
No,
You gotta
no,
give people
no,
something
see,
to work with.
no, you don't have to be a little more deep. What we're doing is we're trying to find out if we're compatible. That's the whole purpose of dating. That's the whole purpose of getting that we're trying to find out if we're compatible. If I'm telling you what I like, it's very easy for you to make it look like we're compatible. If I just let you be you and I be me, if you realize you don't rock with me or I realize I don't rock with you, we can just leave each other alone. Nobody got to pretend to be nobody. You be you, I be me. If we're compatible, we'll naturally be compatible.
See, but in the dating world, that's one of the questions that is most popular.
It's most
What is
popular because it makes life easier. It makes life easier for people to pretend to be who they're not. If you get with somebody that you're sexually attracted to and that person tells you what they like, obviously you're going to try to conform because you're the one that's sexually attracted.
So what you're saying is if somebody asks me, well, what are you looking for? And you say, I just want somebody to make me happy. And then the person proceeds to ask, well, what does that look like? What is your response at that point?
I'm still trying to find out.
Okay.
There's no need to go into detail of what you need to do to make me happy.
I'm writing that down. I'm going to try that next.
There's no need. There's no need. If you truly want me to be happy, then you be you and make me happy. If you being you can't make me happy, then we're not compatible. We shouldn't be together.
Okay. I respect that.
That's all I'm saying. We need to stop. Like social media is really push this shit about, well, I'm looking for this and this is what I want and this is like social media push that crap.
Yeah.
That was a part of dating and conversation, communication. You know what I mean? When we start dating each other, I'm gonna find out what your likes are. That's the whole purpose of communication. We just got lazy as now. Like, I don't want to get to know you. You just tell me what you want, and I'm gonna be that person. You know what I mean? Like half of them don't even know their spouse's favorite color no more.
Word. Not even spouse, partner. I could be
Like,
dating you. That's like my first couple of questions. What's your favorite color? What's your
like
favorite food to eat?
that's crazy.
Right. Those are the basic ones, though. No.
But this
I mean,
is
that's
good.
what
But
you're
this is what I'm
supposed to.
saying. It
But people
used to
don't do it
be
no more.
basic. It
Yeah.
used to be basic. You know what I mean? New people don't be. Please, you got people getting married that don't even know their favorite color. What's your favorite meal? You know what I mean? What's your dressing type like?
That's a big
I'm
question.
about to
What
say, yeah,
else
that's
do?
That's different. Then that's different in my generation. I can't relate to that. Most people in my generation, I could say most people in my generation, they either choose not to date at all because they're already fed up, or they just like most of the dates are just like, so what shows you watch? And then you just talk about the show for an hour and then call it a day. Like
It's no longer communication. Like we don't even talk.
my generation is boring as hell. They'll be like, "Oh, let's go for an art date," and I'm all for art actually. So let me not say that. Yeah, let me not say. I think my generation is attempting to. Let me rephrase. My generation is attempting to revert to old school ways of dating. Hence why we are starting to remove ourselves from dating apps. My generation's getting off of dating apps at rapid rates, and apparently one of the things that my generation is doing is joining gyms and like running clubs to meet people instead of doing a dating app.
They
They
are.
go to hobbies, they go to run clubs, they go to
They are.
pottery class, they go to the library, like they go other places to try to meet people instead.
They
Go
are.
to mixers, things like that.
I tell you like this, right? If you a male, if you a single male, and you above 30 years old, right? And you're financially stable, and you know how to communicate, like you can articulate your words and communicate. Oh my God, you're like a oh my, I don't even know what to call you. Like you're
You're a unicorn. You are a unicorn.
just those two things, and what I be trying to. Oh man, just those two things. I promise you, I have a lot of homegirls. When I say a lot, I have a. Well, I mean, you know this. 90% of y'all. 90% of y'all. 90. When I say maybe 95. Oh my God. Forget it. Forget
Nah, say your piece.
Nah, stand on business, pimp. Stand on it.
Forget it, because I got a lot of homegirls that's kind of aggressive. So I'm gonna just
present, but speak your mind.
I got a lot of homegirls that's aggressive. Oh man, I'm zooted.
Is that why you can't finish this thought?
Yeah.
Lying second. Say what you gotta say, because now you got my interest peaked. I want to hear it. Say it. Say it.
I don't even know what I was talking about.
I'm gonna drive to your house. Don't play with me. Say it.
What I was talking about? What I was talking about?
That concludes our show.
Oh man. Oh man. Oh
Just
man.
for our audience, just to let y'all know, Milton kind of screwed up our plans for this week's episode because we really, really wanted to bring you a Caribbean flavor just because of what we were trying to set up to do this week. So Milton screwed y'all, but nevertheless, we wanted to bring you an episode of some sorts. So we love y'all. But make sure you like, subscribe, and share, because we talking about some good stuff. We talking about real stuff here. And some people may learn some things or two. I know I do every single show.
Facts. We need to learn how to communicate. Communication.
Nah, my communication is on point. But I do think that I'm harsh. So I might have to.
So, ma'am. You heard what you just said? Let's rewind real quick, right? Let's rewind.
Nah, I was doing it too. Nah, I forgot what we was talking about.
my communication is on point, but I can be a little harsh sometimes. Being harsh, not on point. It makes things a little difficult.
No, it is, because I'm a straightforward person, but sometimes I have to learn how to dial that down, because
not be harsh.
What's the word I'm looking for? My approach
is harsh.
Isn't always the best at what I'm. So thank y'all. Thank y'all for another episode of Hot Talk Real Talk. It's your girl Empress Davy alongside
the one, the only. Mad Trinity, man. Mad Trinity.
Make sure y'all like, subscribe, share all our socials. Go watch the real episodes, not just the reels and the clips. Get on YouTube. Watch our episodes, y'all. We do this for us, but we do this for y'all. So show us love.
Hopefully, we see y'all again after Milton. Just say it.
Not hopefully. Y'all gonna see us again, but pray for us. Cause we could pray for us. But on that note, we out.
Good morning, y'all. It's your girl, Empress Davy. Just wanted to give you guys a little update on what's happening right now. Right now, we're just bracing for the storm. It's a waiting game, but we are getting rain. Don't mind the green pool. My pool guy sucks. And that's all remnants from Helene last week. But if you see, we're just getting some rain. Nothing too crazy right now. But we got to brace for whatever's to come. My backyard looks horrible. Sorry, y'all. I'll get to it eventually. But yeah, so just wanted to give you guys a little update. We'll be checking in periodically. So everybody be safe. What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Empress Davy, just giving y'all the 2:30 p.m. update. Yeah, as you see me, I'm going to progressively look worse because I'm being a lazy-ass bum. Which, you know, it's all I can do right now. Just a little bit of updates. It's raining a little bit harder. Milton is definitely starting to appear. It's a little bit dark, a little bit. I want y'all to hear that wind. I don't know if you can hear that wind, but it's definitely getting windier. Rain is, you know, trickling. So we are definitely hunkering down. If you're West Indian, frying up some chana, boiled egg, because, you know, that can last a couple days. Sustenance. I wanted to be lazy, but I'm like, let me put something in the fridge so at least I can leave it outside and defrost, whatever. But, yeah, that's how we looking. So I'll check in again a little bit later. Just wanted to give y'all an update. Again, it's your girl, Empress Davy. Everybody be safe. Peace. Well, live and direct. It is now 5 o'clock. It's getting a little wicked out there. It's getting there. Jesus be a fence. Let's hope this pool will stay in the pool. Because them waters is looking a little bit high already. Ooh, child. Child. We're going to ride this one out. See where we go. Y'all be safe out there.
All right, y'all, what up? It's your boy, Mad Trini. We back for this Hurricane Milton, blase. We looking pretty good over here. I mean, I don't really got much to show y'all, but I'm gonna show y'all anyway since that's what they want me to do. But it's rain, it's wind, but ain't really much to say, you know. Yeah, we safe for now, I guess.
Good morning, y'all. It is now 8:30. We have, the storm is done. It's time to now assess the damage. This is what the outside looks like so far. No power. Power went out at 5 o'clock this morning, so hopefully y'all okay. But it's your girl, Empress Davy. Live and direct. We survived. Hope everyone else is okay.